Go time. Day 41 of the year of streaming and learning to code. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's, What are we doing? We are continuing on with Python. Starting the stream late today, so it'll probably be a shorter stream, but that's okay. A stream nonetheless. That's what we're looking for. Aha! The resume button actually worked. Did you guys see that? Let's go back a page, just for fun. Maybe. Doesn't want to. And back. See? The resume button hasn't worked for all these last ones. Does nothing. But for Python, and that's, so usually we click on the course. And for all of them, I've usually clicked on resume and it does nothing. And then it's part of my routine is clicking on that button that doesn't work. For all of these, usually I click on the left, but when I clicked on it this first time, it worked. So that's different. Wasn't ready for that. Good to know. Normally we start our journey from here to see where we came from and where we're headed. So we finished section 1 yesterday, which was Python syntax. We also did the calculator activity, and now we are on to strings and console output. There are 2 in here. We're at least going to get through this first one. We'll see, depending on time, if we do date and time as well. But into strings and console output. How many do we got? E. Yeah, yesterday's longest section was 13 plus a quick 5. Section 1. I kind of want to do both today because they're usually related to each other. Anywho. Let's do this. Strings and console output. Strings. Another useful data type is the string. A string contains letters, numbers, and symbols. Name equals Ryan, age 19, food equals cheese. Age could equal cheese, but they have food equal to cheese. These are all variables. 1. In the above example, we create a variable name and set it to the string value Ryan. 2. We also set age to 19, food to cheese. Strings need to be within quotes. Cool. Create a new variable, Brian, and assign it the string. No, not Brian. Brain. It's late. It's Brian, but I don't know why it's lowercase. Didn't this bother anyone? The fact that that's lowercase? Who's in control of the grammar department? And the spell check and oversight for all the instructions and all of this nonsense? Anybody? Maybe it's just a free-for-all. Equals, in quotes, hello, life. What up, life? Save and submit. On to the next. Practice. Let's get a little practice in with strings. Set the following variables to their respective phrases. Caesar to Graham, Caroline to John, Viking, Teresa. Alright. Assign your variables below, each on its own line. We've got Don't mind me. Caesar. Ram. Repline. John. And lastly, Viking. Here, essa. Perfect. Put your variables above this line and submit. Awesome. All good. Page 3, escaping characters. There are some characters that cause problems. For example, there's a snake in my boot. Toy Story. This code breaks because Python thinks the apostrophes in theirs ends this a string. We can use backslash to fix the problems like this, letting it know that it's not a break. Fix the string in the editor. We will do /attack. And is that the only apostrophe? I think so. Next. Access by index. Great work. Each character in a string is assigned an index number. The number is called the index. Check out the diagram in the editor. Python 0 to 5. C, cats 0. N, Ryan 3. In the above example, we create a new variable called C and set it to C. The character at the index 0 of the string, cats. 2. Next, we create a new variable called N and set it to N. The character at index 3 of the string. Okay. In Python, we start counting the index from 0 instead of 1. All right? On line 13, assign the variable fifth letter equal to the fifth letter of the string Monty. Remember that the fifth letter is not at index 5. Start counting your indices from 0. Hey, critical. What up, man? Doing good. I finally made it into Python. This is day 2. I started a late stream, so probably won't stream for too long. I just got on to section 4 of 16, so yeah, good times. Good times. All right. So what are we doing? We were counting from 0, and we're going to the fifth letter, which is really 4, since we're counting from 0, for Monty. So to do that, the string Python has 6 characters. Numbered 0 to 5 is shown below. Python 0 to 5. So if you want Y, you could just type Python 1. Always start counting from 0. Okay. Fifth letter equals current fifth letter. Equal to the fifth letter of Monty. I believe they want Y. Do I drop in a Y or am I dropping in the number? I think they want the letter. Let's do that. No? Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. Let's try in quotes. Oh, yeah, because they stress the in quotes. Monty. Let me close that bit. There we go. No? Son of a... It's a syntax issue. I get what they want, but I'm tripping. On line 13, assign the variable fifth letter equal to the fifth letter of the string Monty. Oh, you know what? Okay, it is Monty, but I get to do the little, the bracket things. Bracket life. Oversight. My bad. And we're gonna do 4. Aha, see? There we go. Ta-da! Look at that. You got a fresh capital letter Y hanging out there. Very nice. On to section 5. Hey, we got a little cat to celebrate. We figured it out. It was 4 in brackets next to Monty in quotes. Alright, you are adorable, but you gotta move like 6.5 inches that way. Way cool. Alright, string methods. Great work. Now that we know how to store strings, let's see how we can change them using string methods. String methods let you perform specific tasks for strings. We'll focus on 4 string methods. No. The more I scratch you, the more you get in the way. We'll focus on 4 string methods. 1, len. 2, lower. 3, upper. 4, STR. Let's start with len, which gets the length, the number of characters of a string. Okay, good. Kitty totally moved the mic around. Let's get that situated about. Yeah, good. All right. Let's start with len, which gets the length. Heal, gorgeous, heal. On line 1, create a variable named parrot. Set it to the string Norwegian blue. On line 2, type len parrot after the word print, like so. Print len parrot. The output will be the number of letters in Norwegian blue. We're going to do this step by step with little kitty not affecting us. Isn't that right? Okay. Line 1, parrot. Set it equal to the string Norwegian wood. For those Beatle fans out there. And from there, we're going to have print len parrot. Right. Len. Gotta get him, kitty. Yeah, no, she's on. Little kitty's on point tonight. She's determined to make her presence known on tonight's stream, clearly. Parrot. I think that's good. So if we do that, it should at 14. Norwegian blue. Success. We be stringy. Now we're getting lower. That's right. Well done. You can use the lower method to get rid of all the capitalization in your strings. You call lower like so. Ryan dot lower, which will return Ryan. That's a cool trick. Okay. That is handy. So now, call lower on parrot after print on line 3. Okay. Call lower on parrot after print on line 3. Like, I get what they're saying, but they have a space at 2, which is confusing to me. So I think I'm gonna do it here. We can always try the hint, but lower parrot. Or do I do lower parrot after print? I do lower parrot after print on line 3. Okay, we're good. We just needed to type it out. We needed to think about it out loud. Submit. Damn. Try again. Code's a bit off. Check the hint. We'll check the hint. Back off, code. We'll figure it out. Eventually. Probably not. We're gonna try it here. I want to see the red, and then I'll throw in the towel. Good. Okay, and now we'll try it. I should have focused on that better. Up here, they literally show us. So it's the same thing. Down yonder. My bad. Rookie move. Selective vision. Yeah, critical knows what's up. Parrot quote dot lower. Death. All right. Parrot dot lower. Okay. Ta-da! Norwegian blue. No caps. Alright, now we're going to do upper, same bit, except the other way around. So upper, now that your string is 100% lowercase, a similar method exists to make a string completely uppercase. Call upper on parrot after print on line 3 to order capitalize all the characters in the string. So we're going to do upper dot, no, parrot dot upper parentheses. Norwegian. Nice and thick. Yeah, alright. Okay. We're not gonna go down that path. Back to reality. STR. Now let's look at STR, which is a little less straightforward. The STR method turns non-strings into strings. Slightly confusing, but seems like it could be a very effective potential tool. For example, str2 would turn 2 to 2, right? 1. Create a variable pi and set it to 3.14 on line 4. Okay. And then 2 here, pi on line 5 after print. Declare and assign your variable on line 4, then call your method on line 5. So line 4, they said pi. We've got pi, which equals delicious. And print is here by. Save and submit. Success. Cool. Critical. I feel like Python is one of the more intuitive languages. I agree. So far, it seems very, intuitive is the right word. It's straightforward and intuitive. Now, I wasn't sure if that was because I've done for now, 41 days of coding leading up to it, and I've noticed a lot of sort of general similarities, whether it's how you quote things out, kind of formatting. I know each language has its own syntax, but I don't know if it was the general formalities or characteristics for why I started to feel more comfortable, or if it was actually Python itself just seemed to be a more straightforward language. So, and it could be both, but there was just something about it when I started doing Python. It was just like, just seemed to come easier. It's been very basic stuff like this, but still, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Next, section 9. Critical. Yep, definitely a lot of similarities. Variables, functions, conditionals, booleans, yeah. Good, good. Alright, so at least I'm not crazy. Well, in that regard. Definitely crazy, but other aspects. Dot notation. Let's take a closer look at why you use len string and STR object, but dot notation such as string in quotes dot upper for the rest. Line equals roar. Len, line, length, line upper, capital line. Methods that use the dot notation only work with strings. On the other hand, len in string can work on other data types. On line 3, call the len function with the argument ministry. On line 4, invoke the ministry's upper or dot upper function. Okay, so on line 3, we're going to do the len function with the argument ministry. So len ministry. Let's see where this goes. Len ministry, and on line 4, ministry dot upper. Hopefully I did that right. Green check box, way cool. 27. Did I miss something? Oh, okay, because ministry equals the ministry of silly walks, which that has 27. Here, we printed the length. Oh god, as I totally drag that all over the place. Here, we're printing the length of the variable ministry. Said ministry of walks, and now it's all uppercase for the title. Ta-da! That's cool. Oh, it just went 3D audio on me. I still need to go through the whole JavaScript thing. I just hate going through the stuff I already know. Yeah, that's not fun. Although, similar to flashcards, at least that's what I equate it to. That feeling of frustration, it almost at least to me, it almost feels like being sick, like that nauseated feeling, like, ugh, don't want to do this anymore. After you've read a flashcard enough times, that's the point at which I know and realize that I know that information enough. And same thing whenever I'm doing whatever task, learning to code. Once I've hit that point where I'm like, I know how this works, that's usually what I look for to gauge of if that information task ability has really started to sink in. Mic just went back to normal. I have no idea what's up with the mic. Mic be tripping. We'll give the wire a shake, but hopefully it's fine. Okay. Section 10. We are nearing the end, slowly. I think 16 sections, 15, 16. Printing strings. The area where we've been writing our code is called the editor. Ta-da! The console, the window in the upper right, is where the results of our code is shown. Blah. Print simply displays your code in the console. Print Monty Python to the console. Print. Do I need to drop it in quotes? I'm gonna do it in quotes. Monty Python. It just seems like a good habit to put it in quotes. Oh, thank God. See? That habit thing. Kind of like the flashcards. It just, after doing it enough, it starts to feel right. Not quite there yet. Yeah, you're good now. It sounded like your audio was split at one point, then it cleared up. Ah, well. Pseudo stereo. I think it's just going out as well, actually I do think it is going out as stereo. Is it? Maybe I have it as mono. Not too sure. It's a mono signal sending out as stereo. That's how it's set up right now. Or 2-channel audio, whatever you prefer. Regarding the OBS settings, OBS is 2-channel audio, but it's coming from Adobe Audition, and it's sourced as a mono channel in Adobe. So, there's all that. Printing variables. Great. Now that we've printed strings, let's print variables. Declare a variable called the machine goes and assign it the string value ping on line 5. Go ahead and print the machine goes in line 6. Okay. So 5, we've got machine goes. The machine goes equals ping exclamation. And then 2, oh god, line 6, print. Should it be capital? It should be lowercase. Print, yep, and it's purple when it's lowercase versus general gray. And in quotes. Cool. Fire away. No? Death? Maybe I don't need quotes? Don't need quotes. Good to know. Don't know why it took the quotes in the very last page, but it took them this time. I see. Nice mic though. Yeah, the Blue Yeti. Tons of fun. It's not the Pro, just the, I think it's just their lowest Yeti, yeah, the USB one. Because they've got a middle version, it's like a silver only, but I wanted the black one, and then the top of the line, the highest one, that's the Yeti Studio, that has the XLR connections. But since I don't have a mixer, I'm just going directly through my computer. Alright, next, section 12. I do find that odd, though. I do want to point out, right? See? 10. Does it have our code? See, print Monty Python, in quotes, gave us a green checkbox. But in section 11, once it loads, it was print, but it was the machine goes. Maybe it's because I have the variable established here, and the last one was just printing with no variable established. Onwards to 12, though. It doesn't seem like you need much more unless you're doing some hardcore audio work. Yeah, that was exactly my thoughts, especially for me just starting my stream. I mean, I did a bunch of research to figure out what I should get, and in hindsight, honestly, I probably should have got a dynamic microphone instead of a condenser microphone. Dynamic microphone would be like what someone uses on stage in a loud environment. Condenser mics are so sensitive. My computer, the computer fan, and just the general room noise, since it's not treated like a studio with all the acoustic dampening, this thing picks up everything. But the reason why I got this instead of a dynamic mic, the dynamic mics give you that kind of warmer, boomy, softer radio host voice, and I feel like I've got kind of a monotone voice and personality, so I figured I should get a condenser mic that was more sensitive, that picked up more detail. And in the long run, if I ever do get more of a studio-like environment or dedicated streaming space, then I'd want the better condenser mic down the run. So it was kind of a good balance between the two in the meantime. Yeah, good. String concatenation? Oh, hell no. Let's see. For speech in that.
Concatenation.
String concatenation. That's what that is. One more time from Robot Man. Speech, start. Concatenation. Yeah, good. You can set up a noise gate on OBS. I feel like, yeah, I do have a noise gate set up. And they added, I didn't realize they added noise, not noise suppression, noise reduction. Basically, yeah, adaptive noise reduction. Which is cool because the only other program that really had that was decent was Adobe Audition. But I'm actually running adaptive noise reduction in Adobe Audition and the adaptive noise reduction function in OBS. So it's kind of overkill right now. I need to do a stream readjusting the audio. I get mistaken for military because of the way I speak. I use my mic on a sort of voice activation using the noise gate on OBS. Yeah, just using, so the noise gate that I am running, it is lower. It's just to the point, like, if I'm typing normally, you can't hear my keyboard, but if I do heavier clicks, it'll come through. But that's really where I set, because the clicks were louder than the fan when typing, so I just set it right at that threshold, right above. But I've got so much more audio processing suppression running that I tried to keep the noise gate as low as possible. Okay, section 12, string concatenation. We're saying it slow and it sounds ridiculous, but at least we got it right. You know about strings and you know about arithmetic operators. Now let's combine the two. Print life plus of plus Brian. This will print out the phrase life of Brian. The plus operator between strings will add them together one after the other. Notice that there are spaces inside of the quotation. Are there? Ah, there are. Inside of life and of, there are spaces. Nothing at the beginning of Brian, nothing at the end. Notice that there are spaces inside the quotations, quotation marks after life and of, so that we can make the combination or the combined string of 3 words. Well, look like 3 words. Combining strings together like this is called concatenation. Aha! And we solve the mystery. Let's try concatenating a few strings together now. Instructions. Let's give it a try. Print the concatenated string spam space and space eggs on line 3. Just like the example above, make sure you include the space after spam and. Got it. All right, let's go with bam plus really thinking about this, and space quote plus eggs. Spam and eggs. I did something wrong. Oh, print. You slimy, undeserving bastard. It's okay. This is what eyes are for, right? Right? There we go. Green checkbox. Good time. 13. All right. explicit string conversation. Not conversation, conversion. I'm adding lots of letters. Again, this is kind of like last night's stream. Was it last night's stream? It was yesterday's stream. I was just guessing. One of my skills that I've perfected over life is looking at the first 2 or 3 letters and then just guessing the rest of the word. I just lose interest and just bleh, whatever comes out. So I got to con and just threw out whatever. But it's conversion. That's what that is, not conversation. Pro tip: read the whole word. Explicit string conversion. Sometimes you need to combine a string with something that isn't a string. In order to do that, you have to convert the non-string into a string. Print I have space plus STR2 plus space coconuts. Whole lot going on here. This will print I have 2 coconuts. Good. Be a whole lot easier to just write that, but for some reason, we get to do this. I'm sure it's needed. Baby steps. We're practicing. The string method converts non-strings into strings. In the above example, you convert the number 2 into a string, and then you concatenate, we remembered, the string together just like in the previous exercises. Now try it yourself. 1. Run the code as is. You get an error. Alright, as they wish. Wait. 2. Use the string to turn 13.4 into a string. We're going to do it. Run it. We get an error. Confirmed. Error confirmed. Good. Use the string to turn 3.14 into a string. Okay, turn 3.14 into a string. Which is, we do it after? No, we do it around it. String. Yes. Run. There we go. We did it. We did it. That was a close one. Section 14. String formatting with percent. Is it percent? Or is this the modulo thing? We'll find out. When you want to print a variable with a string, there's a better method than concatenating. Oh god, I really struggle with that. That is my kryptonite. Dear God. Concatenating strings together. Name Mike. Hello. Percents? S? Percent? Parentheses. Name. The percent operator after a string is used to combine a string with variables. The percent operator will replace the percents in the string with the string variable that comes after it. Okay, so this is like doing a variable post-production at the end. All right. Take a look. Instead of establishing your string in the beginning, you establish it at the end? No, that doesn't seem right. Look at this. String 1 and 2, Camelot, and place string 1 and 2. This is identifying where. This is, okay, so you do establish your variables beforehand, your strings, but the percentage, you choose where they show up, and you're referring to which variables show up based on this. It's all good. It's all good. It's basically the same thing as doing the other or. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, gotcha, good. So there's general confusion across the board, but see, everyone's on board. We're good. We're good. So in the meantime, though, what am I doing? Take a look at the code in the editor. What do you think it'll do? Click save and submit when you think you know. We don't actually have to change anything. This is a freebie. Well, I think it's gonna say, "'Tis a silly Camelot place," which doesn't really make sense to me, but that's okay. "'Tis a silly Camelot place." Who is writing this script? Good God. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's not go to Camelot. Wow, the drugs. Okay, figured it out. Let's not go to Camelot. And then, oh, as I'm moving things around, 'tis a silly place. Okay, we figured it out. Critical. Oh, let's not. Yeah, see? Critical knows what's up. That's what you get when you don't do drugs. Good lord. Not that I do drugs, but still. There's a heavy lack of drug in my life, which is good. It's important. It's just being up super late and trying to learn Python when you have no clue what to do. That's what we're seeing. That is what we're seeing. Okay, so all we have to do is hit save and we get a free green check mark. Let's not go to Camelot. 'Tis a silly place. That's good to know that this is a respectively. I think that's a good phrase to explain it. Respective value system? I don't know. Dropping in the percent. So if you've got 1, 2, and then a third one, if we had a third comma, the third value would go in the third place. Respectively. See? Okay. 15, we're on the edge. String formatting with percent part 2. Remember, we use the percent operator to replace the percents placeholders with the variables in parentheses. Name equals Mike. Print hello name. Okay. You need the same number of percent terms in the string as the number of variables in parentheses. The percent who, percents, knights. This will print the knights who say, it looks like it gets cut off, who say, oh, it's knights say nigh. I wonder why they have that window cut off. That's so strange. Print the percent who, percent, knights say nigh. This will print, ta-da, the knights say nigh. Cool. All right. Kind of redundant, but we get the gist. Now it's your turn. We have underscore in the code to show you what you need to change. 1. Inside the string, replace the 3 underscores with percents. Well, percent %s. After the string, but before the 3 variables, replace the final percent with replace the final underscore with a percent. Hit save, answer the question in the console as they pop up. Type in your answer and hit enter. Alright. So we're going to print 1 and 2 and 3. So the first one gets percent %s. Inside the string, replace the 3 underscores with percents. After the string, but before the 3 variables, replace the final with a single percent sign. Okay, gotcha. There we go. So percent %s, copy, paste, and percent. Ta-da! Hit save and submit. What's your name? Hey, cool! Look at that! What's your name? This is like, it's like we're writing a program. Hey, this is cool. That's fun. Oh, yay science. Alright. Contain yourself. Okay. 4. Answer the questions in the console as they pop up. Type in your answer and hit enter. What is your name? Steven. Enter. What is your quest? coding. I should do learning to code. Do we do the full show title? Year of streaming, and we'll do the official ampersand, and learning to code. Hot damn, hot damn. Enter. Critical. Critical. Quest for booty. Oh, that's funny. Little kitty, that's funny. You should be laughing. You're asleep, but if you were awake, you'd be laughing too. That's good. Alright, what's your favorite color? Black, red, black and red. Black and yellow? We're gonna do... You could argue that black is not actually a color. It's the absence of color. We'll go with red. We'll go with red. Ah, so your name is Steven. Your quest is the year of streaming and learning to code. And your favorite color is red. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Alright, section 16. And now for something completely familiar. Great job. You've learned a lot in this unit, including 3 ways to create strings alpha, bravo, string 3, string methods, len, length, Charlie, delta, uppercase, echo, lowercase, printing a string, print, foxtrot, back to having quotation marks for print. What the hell? Can we get some consistency here, people? Advanced printing techniques. G, golf, variables, H, hotel, and our friendly percent symbol to drop them variables. Yeah, we make it rain variables. What we do. Alright, let's wrap it all up. On line 3, create the variable myString and set it to anything you'd like. Alright? On line 4, print the length of myString, and then on line 5, print the uppercase version of myString. Alright, hold on, don't mind me. Alright, we're back. We're back. Crisis averted. Crises averted. Okay. On line 5, print the uppercase version of myString. Alright. Strings are in quotations. Variables, integers are non-quote. Oh, so if I'm trying to print a string, which strings are in quotes, we need quotes to print the string. If I'm some other variable, like a number or whatever, bless you, we don't need quotes. Good to know. Okay. Continuing on. We are right here in the last section. Let's do this. One by one. Line 3, create the variable myString. Set it to anything you like. My _ string. Let's hammer this out. Equals hella quotes. Time to get stringy. Boom. Love it. Love it. On line 4, print the length of myString. Ooh. Print equals Lenny myString. Why is it line? Shouldn't it be? There we go. There we go. And on line 5, print the uppercase version of myString. Yeah, you don't. Print equals Oh, brain fart. MyString.upper. There we go. Figured it out. MyString dot upper class. That feels okay. That feels right. If it's not, we'll figure it out. Damn. Did you create a variable called MyString? Did I not do? Kind of feel like I did create a variable. Does it not like MyString? This seems very stringy. It's got create the variable MyString equals, in quotes, I'ma get stringy. Python line 4. Oh. It's line 4. So I do, what do I do? Hold on. It's right here. It's dot MyString. Or it's MyString. It needs to be in quotes. That's what's up. At least I think, right? Len quotes. Charlie, what do you think? Oh, never mind. It's actually MyString. You don't need an equal sign. You look at the example. Oh, I want to believe you. Oh, print. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I still let me still drop in. We'll delete those, and I still should drop in quotes for the length. MyString? Oh, wait, maybe they mean MyString? I'm gonna hit submit. Let's try that again. There we go. Ta-da! We did it. Okay, no, MyString is a variable. Gotcha. So since MyString was the variable, the string was time it gets stringy, but MyString was the variable. Ergo, len parentheses didn't need the quotes. Cool. Alright, awesome. Good times. Alright, you earned a badge. Strings and console output. Good times. Awesome. Let's close out of that. We will take a peek at the next section. Up next, date and time. This lesson will follow up on Unit 2, Strings and Consoles Input, and will give you practice with concepts introduced in that lesson. Conditional flow is the next section, but we're going to do date and time. Well, I'll be tackling this tomorrow. But date and time library. A lot of times you want to keep track of when something happened. We can do so in Python using date and time. Way cool. That'll be for tomorrow. Critical, thank you again for your support, assistance, keeping me on track as I stumble through Python. But yeah, I'll be here for whatever 365 minus 41 days is. So that. Awesome. Where did I end off for today? 432 points. 62 badges, 41 days down. Tomorrow, day 42. Good times. I am killing the stream. Little kitty, you sleep? She's asleep. Killing it. Later.